Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle and I'm a life coach, and today I just wanted to touch base with you guys about the coronavirus. Something I have noticed not only in my own family but other families that I have been in contact with is that there is a lot of fear and panic and worry going on. And today I just wanted to address that fear and the worry. And I want to give you about 9 ways that you can feel more peace around this coronavirus. Okay. And so a lot of people are feeling a lot of fear, and I just want to transmute that fear into peace because everybody deserves to feel peace in a time like this. And it is peace and wisdom that's going to get you through a situation like this. So yesterday I was sitting in the CVS parking lot waiting on my husband's medication to get filled, and I got this download, and I wrote it down in my phone, and I came home and wrote it down on paper, and I haven't had time to go through this and memorize it, so just bear with me if I have to read some of it. But I just wanted to touch on a few things that I think will help you and help you feel lighter and help ease some of your worries if you're feeling that way. And I just want to let you know, if you're feeling fear and worry or panic, it doesn't mean that you're a weak person. It doesn't mean that you're broken. It doesn't mean anything. It just means that you're having thoughts, and those thoughts are creating fear in your heart. And we'll talk about that later. But the first thing that I want to talk about, number one, is in order for you to feel peace, here's some things that you may or may not subscribe to, but I want you to remain open as I explain them to you. Okay, and don't click off the video because there's more. But the first thing I want you to do is to believe in a higher power, whether that's the universe, God, source, or your higher self. Whatever it is that you subscribe to, I want you to trust that the universe has your back, God has your back, and trust that it's there to support you, and it is supporting you, and you can trust that everything's going to be okay. But remember that God helps those who help themselves. And so that brings me to number two, which is to believe in yourself. So believe that you're capable of making it through this, okay? And that you are fully capable of figuring things out. You can figure out anything. You're a smart human being. And you've been in places like this before where you have felt fear and you made it through and you didn't die and you were good, okay? So I want you to know that you're fully capable of figuring things out, and you're capable of being resourceful if anything does happen. So have faith in yourself that you're strong enough to do this and you can handle this, and that there's nothing that's not figure outable. And number three, believe in your community. There are people around you and people you know that you stay in contact with that would be more than happy to help you out in a time of need. Just believe that there are people out there willing to help, give you food if you need food, or help in any way possible. So believe in yourself, believe in a higher power, believe in the community around you. You don't have to feel like you're alone, because you're not. Number four is maintain your abundance mindset. Don't fall into the scarcity trap where you feel like there's not enough food to go around, there's not enough toilet paper to go around. As long as the trucks are still driving these highways and making their deliveries to these stores, there's going to be food as long as the stores are open. So always know that you don't have, it's not going to run out, okay? There's always going to be food coming, whether it's the next day or the day after that, okay? Don't panic. And when you do go to the store, don't hoard all the food in your buggy. Don't get everything off the shelf. I want you to think about the next person that's coming behind you. Leave a little bit for them. Don't try to hoard everything for yourself. There's other people out there that need things as well. And a good way to help yourself do this is to put yourself in the person's shoes that's coming behind you. What if that were you that was coming behind you? You would hope that there was some left for you. So don't, clear the shelves unless there's only like 3 things left. I get that. But if there's 10 items left, only take 5. Leave some for other people, because there's other people out there that are doing the same thing you're doing. They feel the same way you feel. They're in your situation too. So let's help one another out in that way. And I know that there are some worries around bills probably. A lot of us live paycheck to paycheck. I've been there. Um, but there are some things that I kind of want to touch on that maybe you haven't thought about that can ease your fears around money and give you more peace of mind, okay? And so one of the things that people may have is a savings account. So if you have a savings account, now's the time to rely on that if you need it. Also, credit cards. If you have credit cards, do not be afraid to run those babies up. You will not be in this situation forever. You can pay it down after all of this is over. Remember, places like Target, Walmart, you can buy groceries there. If you have a Target card or a Walmart card, you can use that to buy groceries with. Any other places that you know of that have food there, you can use those for buying your food. Okay, there are some other things that you can do. You can actually cut out some things, certain bills that you have to pay, like Spotify, things that aren't really valuable to your survival. Not that we're all gonna, that we need to think of survival mode, but if you feel like that you're not gonna have enough money, there's some things that you can cut out. And those things are Netflix, Hulu, Spotify, Amazon Prime, anything that is not like a dire need bill. Now you're going to have to pay your electricity, your water, your gas, things like that. Don't cut those out. But not only that, you can start conserving things. You can conserve your energy use. You can keep your lights off, unplug all unused machines and electronics that aren't being used, unplug them. You can conserve your water. You can conserve your gas. Whatever you have to do to conserve it to make your bill go down next month, do that. That's a good way to not to lower your bill. And then also, you can be late on a bill. I've been late on bills in my 20s, and nothing happened. Nothing got cut off or anything. Now you go farther than that, it probably will. So a good thing that you can do if you're worried about your bills and how to pay them is you can go ahead and call the electricity company or the gas company, and you can set up payments, a payment plan, to where you can pay a certain amount a month every month until this blows over. So you could also get a side hustle. Maybe you already have an online business. You can actually get a temporary job, maybe, is what I was thinking. I was thinking, what could people do? I think there are a lot of businesses that are shutting down, and that's a lot of worries for people. It creates worry and fear. And if you want to go ahead and, take action, you could get a job at a cleaning company. I'm sure there's a lot of cleaning companies that are out there working their butts off right now, cleaning all of these businesses and facilities. Maybe you could do the medical field. The medical field is not sending people home. They are working, and they may need help. They're keeping the grocery stores open, so grocery store people, they may need an extra hand. The banks are still open, and maybe you could be a bank teller. There's a lot of stuff that you can do in the medical field, like front office, that you don't have to have prior training for, that are simple things to learn on the job. So that's a good way to have more money come into your life. Other things you could do is just eliminate all the things in your life that you usually buy that are not necessities, like beer, wine, cigarettes, vapes, sodas, juices, snacks, chips, and only buy the things that you need that are going to nourish your body and keep you healthy and happy as these days go by. That may be hard for some people to do, but it's about priorities, people, right? All right, so number 5 is to care, but don't worry. There's a difference between caring about a situation and worrying about a situation. You can inform yourself, and you can take all the necessary steps to wash your hands, take your shoes off before you come in the house, buy your food, get stocked up, don't go out, stay at home. But worrying is of no use. That is a no use action, okay? Worrying, all it does is it takes away today's peace, and it doesn't change anything. Worrying is not going to change any outcomes. It changes nothing but your state of being, and it creates fear and worry and panic in your heart. So you want to make sure that it's okay to inform yourself with the news. Don't stay on the news. Just kind of be aware of what's going on, but don't take it to heart. Don't worry about it. You can care, but Worrying is when you continuously think about it and ruminate it and let it affect your heart and your emotions and your feelings. So let's let those things go and let's just care about it, be responsible and wise. But you don't have to worry, because that worrying will not change anything but your state of being right now. And if you want to feel peace, and if you want to feel like you're cool, calm, and collected, you can't worry. You can't keep having the same thoughts. And that brings me to number 6, which is to manage your thoughts. So your thoughts are what create these emotions, okay? So for instance, let's say you have a thought of, oh my gosh, I'm not going to have enough money to pay my bills next month. Okay, that is then going to trigger your brain to release a chemical that correlates with that thought, which is going to be a chemical that makes an emotion of fear. So your brain releases these chemicals into your system creates the emotion, and bam, your body feels fear. You feel fearful, you feel anxiety, you feel worry, okay? And so the same thing can happen if you just switch that thought and say, you know what, I'm going to figure this out. I'm probably going to have enough money to pay my bills, and if I don't, the whole thing's not going to burn down. It may take me a minute to get out of debt, but I'll get out of debt. Everything's going to be fine. Maybe I will have money and I'm just overreacting. You never know. So just keep an open mind when it comes to this, because when you have those types of thoughts, your brain does the same thing. You have the positive thought that everything's going to be okay. You're going to figure it out. You're a resourceful person. Maybe you got to move some money around. Maybe you got to be a week late, 2 weeks late. It's going to be fine. Then your body will release the correlating chemicals into your body that go along with that thought, and it'll create another emotion of peace and well-being and calm. You'll be okay. So that's how that process works. And when the worrisome thoughts come back, because they will, you just keep taking that thought and replacing it with a higher quality thought, and then you let the other low vibe thought go. So you don't want to get sucked into these worrisome thoughts. You want to feel them. You don't want to suppress them, because when you suppress them, that's when you go into panic attacks. That's when it comes out in uglier ways, as far as stress and anger and taking it out on other people. And so you don't want to suppress it. You can feel it, but don't stay in your fear. Let it go. Let go of the thoughts. Choose a higher quality thought, because you can. We do have the power to choose our thoughts. So make sure that you are constantly, when you see a negative thought come in about this situation, choose a higher quality thought, a better thought. You don't have to sit here and believe all these negative things that are going on in your mind. You know, if you're doing the proper actions, you're washing your hands, you're staying home, you've got your food stocked up, all your necessities, then there's really nothing to worry about. And that brings me to number 7, which is to focus on this now moment here. Now is all that we have. This is all that's real, is this moment right here. Nothing else. The future isn't real. The past isn't real. The past is gone already. The future hasn't made it just yet. All you have are these now moments. And if you find yourself going in a downward spiral of fear, what I want you to do is get out of your head and drop down into your reality. I want you to see yourself. I want you to see your reality around you and your family. I want you to see your situation that you're in this current moment. Not the thoughts that you're having in your head, but what is material around you. All this is matter. This is matter. This is real, okay? As real as it can be. But I want you to drop down into this present moment, okay? And I want you to see your reality. Are you okay in this moment? Not in your mind. You may feel worrisome, but are you okay? Are you safe? Is anyone coming to get you? Is anyone, are you starving right now? No, you're not. And what about your family? Are they safe in this moment? Yes, they're safe in this moment. All you have are these moments. So you can stop worrying and know that this now moment right here is going to create the next moment and the next moment and the next moment. So the now moments create the future. So you need to stop worrying so that you can have peace in the future, and know that anything you do now will create the future. So make sure that you're making, positive choices, believing positive outcomes. That brings me to number 8, which is, people say Okay, let me just say this. Realistic outcomes are not always negative. When people say, I'm just being realistic, okay, that drives me up the wall. Why do people say I'm just being realistic when it comes to a negative outcome? When it comes to thinking the worst? Why is it so unrealistic to think of a favorable outcome? Why is that? Why does the negative outcome seem like truth to people and widely accepted? Why does no one see a positive, favorable outcome as the truth? And why isn't it widely accepted? And I'm here to tell you that it is realistic to expect a positive outcome in your life around this, that you're going to be okay, that everything's going to be fine, that everything's going to be okay with you and your family, despite what the media is telling you and despite what other people are telling you. There is hope, and this is only temporary. This cannot be our situation forever. It cannot go on and on and on forever. Eventually, it's going to stop. And so you need to keep your mind focused on that this is a temporary situation. This is not the end all be all. Okay? And lastly, I want to talk about here are some positives in this situation to focus on. These are the things that I think people haven't realized that they're gaining from the situation, and they are super positive and they are super awesome. And I want you to focus on these instead of focusing on all the negative things that are happening to you right now. Switch your perspective, and I want you to start seeing all the positives and all the pluses and all the benefits that you're getting right now. And here are just a few. You can find more if you look around your reality. But you're getting time off work. Oh my goodness, how many people do not want to go to work every day? You're getting time to rest finally and relax and recover, you know? You're getting time to, have self-care. You're going to take care of yourself. You're going to rest and relax and, up your self-care and do the things that you want to do. You'll be able to spend quality time with family. We don't get a lot of quality time with our kids and our husbands and our wives. You're going to have that now. And don't think that quantity of time is better than quality. It's not. It's not how long you stay around somebody. It's what you do in that time with them, how you connect with them. And this is going to give everybody in the world a chance to experience genuine, real connection with their family. And that's the goal that we want to go towards. And that is actually, it's really beneficial. You're going to get time to spend with yourself. You're going to have more time to be in solitude, and you can meditate. Meditation is very, very good to bring peace into your life. And I recommend that you meditate 10 minutes with some music. You can find music meditations and guided meditations on my YouTube channel. If you just go to MichelleMurrayCreative.com, MichelleMurrayCreative.com, you can find my YouTube channel on there. You can go and scroll down until you find some of my meditations. I meditate every day. Meditation is what cured my anxiety, and it's taught me everything that I'm teaching you right now. When you observe the mind and you know what's creating the feelings that you have inside, and you know now that you are not your thoughts, but you can choose these thoughts, it changes your life tremendously, and that's what meditation has done for me. And it also relaxes me, makes me feel calm. But, so yeah, spend some time in solitude. And now you've got time to do all kinds of stuff. You got time to work on your goals finally. Everybody that's saying, I don't have time to work on my goals, now you have time. Let's start those goals, whatever it is. You can start a new business, work on your business plan. You have free time to do whatever you want. You can paint, read, create, work on projects, work on your hobbies. You can have fun. You can do whatever you want right now. And I think people are failing to see how much freedom that they have just been given. Okay? So embrace your freedom. Embrace peace. Change your perspective and start focusing on all the good that's coming out of this. And really, focus on a realistic, positive, favorable outcome rather than worst case scenario. Like I said, it's okay to think about the worst case scenario and to prepare for it, but ultimately you want to expect a favorable outcome. And you're going to feel more peace if you do this, and as you feel more peace, everyone around you will feel more peace because you're putting out a peaceful vibe. And if you put out a peaceful vibe, you're going to get more peace back, more things to feel peaceful about. Try it. Let me know if you have tried any of these techniques, if anything helped you guys. I hope this is a help. It was on my heart to do this today, and I know I've already released a video this week, but I feel like I had to just get this out. I'm about to go out and get some more groceries for this week because I haven't got any for this week. We are stocked up downstairs for anything that may happen, so we're prepared for that. But I'm just going to go out and get this week's groceries, and if I get to the grocery store and they're out of some things I need, I am not going to worry about it. I am fully capable of figuring out other meals to make, and so are you. Just a little tip, not to worry. If you go to the store and they don't have certain items you want, compromise. Be resourceful, figure things out, put foods together that you don't normally put together. I probably will put a lot of vegetables together, and it is what it is. You do what you got to do. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys will feel more peace, go out and meditate, let things go that are worrying you, and try to have a better week. Bye bye, guys.